Wairakei was recently voted as the #1 course in New Zealand. But the weather dampened the spirits at the Wairakei Open in 2010, with more than 9 hours lost during the tournament. On Sunday, James Betts was a surprise member of the final group.
Yeah, good opportunity. Haven't been in this situation before, so looking to learn a lot today and see what happens with my golf as well.
Jared Pender was one shot off the lead and looked to stay patient.
Just the same old, just try and hit greens and reg, play the conditions and see what happens.
Gareth Patterson was the leader after back-to-back 67s.
Yeah, very happy. I mean, it's always good to contend in any tournament, and especially in the first Charles Tour event in New Zealand. So let's hope I can hold off the contenders.
Into the action, and Nick Gillespie chipped close on the opening hole to make birdie, moving to 3 under par. Local Troy Ropihar did likewise to get into the red numbers as the chasing pack tried to make up ground early. Gareth Patterson maintained his advantage, however, and he moved to 9 under par when he had a tap-in birdie after this eagle effort. Jared Pender looked to keep pace, but he missed this birdie try by the smallest of margins. Pender now 2 back. Up to the 3rd, Troy Ropihar kept his momentum going with this chip setting up a birdie. He needed a great round to contend. Josh Munn had a fine week. He enjoyed a birdie of his own in the penultimate group alongside Nick Gillespie, who also made short work of the par 5. Meantime, Pender was in trouble on the par 3 second when his chip is off target. He would make bogey. James Betts handled the pressure superbly, and he got up and down from the bunker with no problem. Patterson was looking comfortable, till he had a short miss, which gifted the chasers a shot back. He was now 8 under. Gillespie continued to play with confidence. This could easily have dropped as the New Zealand rep enjoyed the wet conditions. Betts, the former winner of the New Zealand stroke play title, was intent on finishing off a good week. This approach shot to 4 from the trees set up another birdie chance. And he duly converted. Pender was unlucky on 4 when he hit a sprinkler head, but he came up with a great recovery shot. He made the most of that turnaround with this approach shot on the par 3 5th. Pender, who's been a perennial contender for a Charles Tour title, went one closer to Patterson with a fine birdie. Then the rain arrived again, and another 90-minute delay was forced on the players. The course was unplayable. When the players returned to the action, it was Pender who got straight back into stride with this approach on 6. He would make this downhill putt to get into a share of the lead with Patterson. Michael Henry was disappointed with his week as he missed his chances on his way to coming 7th. And soon after Pender was in the lead, he gave it back with this approach on the 8th, finding the water. Pender would chip close to make bogey and hand back the advantage. As the conditions deteriorated, Patterson lifted his game. This approach to 9 was typical of his control in the awful conditions. The greens required constant attention throughout the final round before Patterson restored his 2-shot lead. Two holes later, Pender showed that he wasn't done with yet. He hit this approach to alongside the hole on number 11. Patterson is a handy bunker player, and this effort gave him a good chance of saving par. Pender would make the most of his birdie opportunity with a timely putt. And when Patterson missed his par chance, it would be a 2-shot swing. The rain intensified again as they moved to the demanding par 4 13. Patterson managed another great bunker shot to save par. When Pender missed his chance for bogey, another two-shot swing handed the advantage back to Patterson. James Betts was playing for the amateur honours, and this tee shot on the 15th was the shot of the day. It turned his fortunes around and got him back in the red numbers. Pender then duffed his chip on 15, making the run home that much easier for Patterson. The Wellington pro now have the tournament. If there was any doubt, then Patterson ended it with a fantastic approach shot on the par 4 17. The former European Tour pro, who only made the tournament as first reserve, would make a birdie here for a 4-shot lead heading down 18. Nick Gillespie then made birdie on 18 to finish at 1 under par in 4th place. At 2 under, James Betts was the favourite for the amateur honours. He hit a great approach on 18 to secure the title of the leading amateur at Wairakei. But Gareth Patterson was looking to finish in style. This approach shot to 18 giving him the chance to cap off a long week at Wairakei. Betts birdied the final hole to finish at 3 under par, and it capped a fine week for the Wellington amateur. Pender would miss his par chance to drop back to 3 under and finish in a share of second. And even though Patterson would miss this birdie chance on 18, he would tap in for an even par 72 to win the Wairakei Open by 5 shots. It was his first win in 3 years and only his second as a pro in New Zealand after his last win in 2002.
You know, to be back in the winner's circle is something special, so it should be an important step for me to develop those feelings of winning again. So we'll see how Taranaki goes, and it's a good boost though. It's really uplifting to win any tournament, so winning this is very satisfying.
Gareth Patterson had won on his debut on the Charles Tour.